Hour 27 update of the Barkley marathons. It's 3 a.m. here in Bakersfield, California, but it's 6 a.m. in Tennessee, and the 27-hour mark has passed. And it basically is this. Jared Campbell and Luke Nelson have finished lap 2 in 24:32 and 35 seconds. So it looks they're together, according to Keith. While we slept, Pavel dropped out at lap 2 and was tapped out with the bugle horns. Keith says an hour ago, it says, so far, fog seems to be winning the race. It's been a factor in both loops, 1 and 2. Yes, they've had nice wet weather. And, of course, with wet weather like here in Central California, you get the fog. Scott Martin, West Thurman, and Nikolay quit on lap 2 and have been tapped out. Jared Campbell and Luke Nelson have begun loop 3. In order to continue loop 3, runners have to begin loop 3 no later than 26 hours, 40 minutes into the race. Jared and Luke are the final 2 runners. The remaining runners on loop 2 have timed out. So we are only going to have 2 people gonna maybe get to finish the fun run. So John Kelly, who's obviously done the race many times, says, it looks like no one will make it to the 4th loop this year. The race will be over by 7:04 Eastern time today. So yeah, it'd be a fun run. Baldrunner says, looks like a really tough year this year. Possibly no one will even get a fun run. Leaders have done 2 loops in 24:50, so under just 11 hours to get the 3rd loop done. No mention to Courtney or Maggie yet. The other runners on the loop have till 5:45 to start loop 3 in hopes of finishing. John Kelly also says, if any of the remaining runners are able to start loop 3, they should have perfect weather and perfect timing for maximum daylight to complete the fun run. And that's definitely important. With a 3 a.m. start, they went through now the 2nd night, and no matter what, you just go slower at night, and your perception of speed is so off because you don't have things moving around you. Of course, they're going up and down hills. Me, when I've done multi-day races of 48 to 6 days, I'm only going around in circles where I don't really have to pay attention too much. In fact, the great John Giesler seems like he's out there sleepwalking. I often say he's like a dolphin, where they say that dolphins sleep with half their brain shut off. And so John Kelly says, let's go Maggie, Courtney, Jamil, and Liz Canty. 30 minutes to complete loop 2 to realistically have time to start loop 3. I would definitely rather be out there right now knowing either I'll make it or I won't, or unsure, but I'm going to come is up to me. John Kelly says his coaching message that he just sent to Magatrons is, if she comes in near the cutoff, throw some little Debbie cakes at her face and turn her around immediately. Don't even worry about batteries. If she needs a headlamp again, it will be already over. So that's definitely the case. I often tell my athletes, fight the cutoffs to go till you can't go anymore. And but a lot of people just don't want to do that. Obviously, I've never been on the Barkley course. I'm sure it's just brutal. But, it's just kind of go for it until you can't. Let the race time you out, or as in this, get the bugle coming. So John Kelly now, a little bit ago, says, unless Keith Dunn is uncuriously light with critical update, only 2 people will complete 2 loops within the cutoff this year. I don't even know the last time, if ever, that so few did. And it says, basically, one guy said, 2021 Barkley Marathons is shaping up to be a perfect encapsulation of 2020. Everything's awful. Showing up is a triumph. And then Keith, just recently, a few minutes ago, sent out the tweet that we all did not want to get. Says, Maggie, Courtney, and Liz have finished loop 2 in 26:52. They are over the 26:40 time limit and cannot continue to loop 3. So they missed the cutoff by 12 minutes. So we've got 2 people out there, and obviously Jamil is obviously missed the cutoff as well. And of course, someone says only 12 minutes, only 12 minutes. And then Ray Korolitz, great ultra runner from back east, who I've got to share my first 6-day race with way back in 2014, says should be a dry day for all those who have survived to loop 3 at Barkley. And then so it sounds like you got the 2 runners left, Jared and Luke. And so out of 40 starters, there's 2 people going on, and no one's going to get the only thing they're probably going to get is a fun run, unless miracles happen. Of course, the weather is dry, and they got sunlight. So good luck to all of them. And, of course, Amelia Brune kind of sums it up with the ladies. She herself has competed at the race, and she says, proud of these 3 next year. And hopefully next year will be the year we have a woman finisher. We only got 15 athletes have finished it in the past. Like I said, it's 3 a.m. here in Bakersfield. Good thing I don't sleep all that much. In fact, I woke up like perfect time. To give you a little history of the Barkley, it's considered one of the toughest 100-mile races in the world. In fact, most people say it's not really 100 miles, that the laps are way over 20 miles, and I'm sure that's the case, given Laz says there's 67,000 feet of climbing, more than any other 100-mile race, and 33,000 more than Hard Rock, wow, and 45,000 more than the Nolan's 14. Since the race began in 1986, that's when I opened up my record store. Only 15 runners out of about 1,000 have finished within the 60-hour cutoff. Some other facts and stuff seems like, someone said this earlier before we heard all this, said Barkley seems particularly vicious this year. And unless Keith is holding out on us, no one has finished 2 laps yet. Weary cat face looking for the race reports. That's the one thing, the BM100 hashtag, a lot of people were posting pictures of cats. I don't really understand why. I'm not a cat fan, I'm a dog fan. And in fact, it was entertaining that the ultra runner history guy posted a picture of some bloodhounds that used to try and find the escaped prisoners. And he said, there's been dogs on this course, but no cats. And people were talking about the Barkley math. You're definitely probably going to have very few people making the fun run. And Courtney DeWalter's Instagram page, I think, sent out, our Warriors are battling in tonight until rain persisting longer than predicted and temps dropping par for the course. But they don't come to the Frozen Head for the lovely weather. They're here to test themselves and for the snacks. So many nachos are being earned. And so that's kind of the case. And last thing here, they were talking about in 1977, when James Earl Ray was struggling on the Barkley course, the escapee received worldwide attention. About 300 reporters came to the scene. The prison warrior said, I've never seen anything more chaotic. Yep, Barkley looks like it's won this year, which it does many years. And thank you all for watching. I will be doing an update on the last 2 runners, and hopefully they do get the fun run done. Who knows? Maybe they can pull it off and get into that 4th lap. You never know. You don't give up until the clock runs out on you. So, as always, stay healthy, be boring, not epic, and thank you all for watching, and please hit the subscribe button.